Hello, friend. Jim here with JB's Big Adventure, coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. And today I am with a really good friend that they're also from the States, and just to become really good friends. And it's Charlie and Sherry. And Charlie, thank you so much for having the willingness to want to get together and do a little video here together. But Charlie's got a really unique background, being involved in law enforcement and on the SWAT side, and he's from Texas, and so you just know there's all kinds of things going on in our world right now, even in those states today. But he's also starting a YouTube channel, and he's also written a book that's actually being worked on right now. So Charlie, before I get too far here, why don't you share with us a little about yourself and
Sure.
What is it that's what is it about Lake Chapala that you like, draws you here?
You bet. I was in law enforcement for basically 33 years, 25 at the same pretty large department in Texas. I worked some smaller agencies also. All the work's the same. But about 11, 12 years ago, I found out about Lake Chapala, kind of considering places to retire. And I guess I like it because this is my 19th trip here. My wife and I actually came on our honeymoon here 5 years ago. And we've been active in working with a couple of different orphanages here. We like to do that. We're active in our church, and we think that's important to help others. But we fell in love with this area. We actually lived here for 6 months 2 years ago. Moved back to the States. Grandkids, great grandkids. You draw you back. But shortly after I retired, 8 years ago, I was actually driving Uber, believe it or not. And as
I know what that's like. I used to drive Uber.
Yeah. As I'm driving around the places I used to patrol, all these memories from patrol calls, crime scene calls, SWAT calls, street crimes. I remember someone died there, and I took the picture. Or there was a stolen car here, but there's a special story about it. Or a crazy guy was at this location. So I started thinking of all these memories, and I thought, I need to write these down, and maybe someday I'll write a book. So I started making notes, and 7 years ago, I started the book. Mostly it's been the last 2 years I've really worked on it, and I've got it finished. I'm getting ready to publish, but I'm not there yet. So my son is a YouTuber, like Jim, and he's got a lot of videos, and he's good at this, like Jim. And he built a YouTube channel for me to promote the book. I've got a couple of very short stories. They call them shorts. And so I'm going to start trying to do that. Maybe sell some books. I don't care really that much about selling books. The book is about 48, 49 short stories about crazy things that I saw, witnessed, or experienced. And there's some strange stuff. I've seen a lot of dark things. I don't put too much in there. All first responders, fire, ambulance, police, emergency room doctors, nurses. We get that dark sense of humor. And if you did that, you know what I mean. But I don't share too much of that stuff. But there are some that are what I call the hard stories that really bring back memories for me. But most of them are very funny, I think.
So this book has been something that's been in the making, and you not only are doing the book and finish the book, but also have a YouTube channel kind of paralleled along with it.
Yes, just 2 short videos on there for now. My son and I are about to start making some more, and maybe we can add this one to it, I hope.
Well, so the starting of the inspiration of the channel came from having the book then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How did you come up with the name for the channel?
Uber driving.
Okay.
And I was thinking of all these stories, and I was involved in over 300 death investigations during my career. I worked CSI 2 times during my career at the large agency, and almost all of the time at small agencies. And I was just thinking, and I thought, 300 dead guys later and why my sense of humor is skewed. And it may be.
Well, I know that, I've got friends of mine who have been involved in law enforcement, and CSI, for those of you that don't know what that is crime scene investigation. And it's such of a big thing. They even have shows on TV all about it too. CSI Miami and Las Vegas and all that kind of stuff. And it ended up being a big thing. I mean, law enforcement, Troy and I were talking about this before, and that is, I was kind of looking up top rated, because, our times today, you don't necessarily have to have cable anymore or satellite. You can watch YouTube videos, and so channels, now that I've got a channel and now I'm looking back at things, there's a lot of law enforcement channels. I mean, chases, true crime. What's interesting, a lot of these is from LA, which is where I'm from. So every time we watch one, Barbara says, "This is LA again." I says, "Oh, okay." Because it happens there every day. Ride-alongs, riding with lights and sirens, social media, cops, body-worn cameras, videos on that, police undercovers, Dallas, Fort Worth, SWAT, Homeland Security, border enforcement, violence intervention, all those kind of things. So I think you've really hit on something when it comes to being a good channel, because it's one of those kind of things that not everybody gets to experience. But yet we see movies, we see TV, we're a long ways away from Man of 12 anymore, but it's, just looking at what's happening in society, there's still an interest of what it's like. And like you said, the dark stuff, that's not always the easy stuff to try to bring back up again and have to live through. In fact, I was just talking to my brother last night, who's a retired firefighter, and we were talking about some of the scenes he had to go through. He talked about going to accidents where, there's kids that have been killed in the car. It just really was hard on him because he was a younger firefighter at the time. He had small kids. But even as an officer,
Sure.
Not only just doing SWAT and being actively involved in what's going on, but then also being involved in CSI. So it just kind of doubles up on everything in regards to what you're involved in. So I think you really got a good hit there. I think it's going to be a really, really, really good thing. So Cher, we started talking about this. The name of the book.
300 Dead Guys Later, and why my sense of humor is skewed.
300 Dead Guys Later is the name of the book. Okay, and you just share with us exactly what it's about. It's about all these different experiences that he actually went through. And when do you think it'll be out?
I'll be working on it when I return to Texas.
Okay. And for folks that are going to want to get a copy, how are they going to go about doing that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Maybe an Amazon publication, but I'll probably try to do something online also. And there'll be a few stories on YouTube.
Yeah, so this was really to get together with Charlie and Sherry since they're in town, and Charlie and I were talking about what he's doing and the YouTube channel, and I says, hey, let's get together, and what I'll do is I'll put it out on my channel so folks can know about it, and it's an upcoming thing and such. And also Charlie and Sherry, they come back and forth because obviously there's a real draw when it comes to Lake Chapala. A little bit different than Dallas Fort Worth, isn't it?
It is. It is. We took 18 orphans to the movies last night.
Oh, that's right.
And with popcorn and drinks, and we had a ball. This was fun. And we're taking, I think, about 12 more tomorrow night. Different orphanage.
That's one of the things that's neat about being here at Lake Chapala is that you're able to be actively involved in things that mean something to you.
Yes.
And then makes a big difference into other people's lives also, which is also another important thing to be a part of. Well, I'm glad we got a chance to get together and do this. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Look for the channel. Watch his channel, which you probably already know.
I'll have the link to Charlie's channel, and there'll be upgrades in regards to when I know that the book's coming out and such. We'll make sure that everybody knows about it. But there'll be a link in there for Charlie's channel, and you can go in and watch it too. So just another video, just something of interest that I know there's a lot of people that like watching YouTube and watching stuff they have to do with law enforcement. So, friend, I hope this has been helpful for you. Just one more idea and way that there are people who get attracted to come to Lake Chapala. They're from the States or in Canada. So, as always, I just want to thank you so much for being a part of the channel and supporting this community. You have yourself an awesome day. And again, Charlie, it's been really good
Thank you.
having you here and getting the chance to do this. And as always, go out, have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.